Hi everyone, I'm Parker Dahl,
And I'm Warren Eichhoff,
and welcome to So What?
a place where we ask the question that many of you may be thinking when it comes to these historical events. So what?
Why should I care? How does any of this impact our lives? We will answer some of these questions for you today.
These are but some of the answers to those questions, and as always, you should make up your own opinion based on the facts that we have available to us.
Today, we will talk about the end of World War I.
Specifically, the Treaty of Versailles. In fact, we could reimagine this as a modern day rivalry between two gamers. I wonder.
Hey, welcome to our Twitch Battle Showdown. The game, Rocket League.
Yeah, it's like soccer, but with cars and rockets. No! Man, that sucks. I'm such a noob.
I win.
Yeah.
I'm the winner. I'm the greatest of all people. The masses will chant, Dahl, and have joy in their hearts.
Yeah, whatever.
Not only this, but you're a loser. In your face, loser. While people will refer to great deeds as worthy of Dahl's presence, more people will use Eichhoff as a curse.
What?
People will say, to all the most deceitful and downtrodden folk, if ye do not turn towards a better path, one day ye might find yeself amongst the lowest company, the great losers of Eichhoff.
Ye? Really? Ye? Ye were saying ye now?
Yes, ye. It's an old-timey proclamation.
Why is it old timey? You just made it up.
You wouldn't understand. You're such an Eichhoff.
Dude, that's enough. Too far.
Quiet you. Before you inflict me with your loser's affliction, I now demand my reward of much gold.
Dude, it's all I have at the moment.
This is not much gold.
Gosh, I
This
waste
is
so much
but
money
some
on
gold.
Reese's and Skittles.
Can you do nothing right, knave?
Mom, I need some more
I will
gold.
return within a fortnight
Parker's being
to
a jerk
collect
again.
more gold. You shall owe me interest for my having to return. Now away with you, so I might tell this tale to better folk and laugh at your expense.
Dahl and his friends mock me openly in the streets. They consider me no better than the dirt upon the heel of their boots. I was once regarded as one deserving respect. I will have it again, even if I must take it back. Dahl is going down.
Okay, everyone, we've decided to have a little rematch. I mean, I don't know why. We all know what happened last time. He lost. Big time.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. As you can see, something went amiss in this scenario. Both parties had one goal. They wanted to win, and more than that, they wanted to be respected.
But when one person wins and gloats in such a manner, it can breed resentment. I'm sure many of you can relate to this, especially if you have siblings.
Woodrow Wilson understood this problem, and he had an idea. He went to the Paris Peace Conference with a 14-point plan. And at the core of that 14-point plan was a concept: peace without victory.
The European nations involved with the Treaty of Versailles found this to be ridiculous. This war had been fought in Europe by European interests. 6,000 people a day had died over a 1,500-day period. The Americans couldn't understand. They were barely involved.
Wilson did understand this. He wanted to avoid another war. Gracious victory, not gloating. Everyone is to blame for the war to end all wars. So let us now turn to rebuilding our lands in the name of cooperation.
Interesting idea. Europe responded with its own idea. It's Germany's fault.
So what? Ugh, not again.
Whatever do you mean? You want to be a professional gamer?
I mean, someone had to win World War One. Who cares? It's not like that decision impacts my life today. I literally just got punched in the face. Can I please go back to waging virtual war now? Wow, not even a hint of irony.
Beyond inspiring an endless stream of video games, World War I and its resolution had many impacts.
One being that they declared Germany at fault for the whole war, even though Germany had just declared a new republic and was trying to establish a new state built on democratic ideals.
Many felt that this was simply blaming them for their emperor's choices, and he wasn't even there anymore.
Beyond this, it made one thing very clear to the Germans. France and England consider us to be an enemy. And if our economy crashes, it will be their fault.
This is especially true because of the vast amount of widespread devastation that was caused by World War I. Countries needed capital to jumpstart their economies.
But Germany caused World War I, after all, and they should be punished. The treaty included a reparation clause where Germany owed money, coal, and ships to all other countries involved in World War I.
These reparations would be later calculated to be roughly around $30 billion.
Adjusted for inflation, that's $2.7 trillion today.
Europe placed all the burdens on Germany, but they also created a new means of international cooperation designed to prevent further war, the League of Nations, the only point they took from Woodrow Wilson's 14-point speech.
This brainchild of President Woodrow Wilson would ensure international peace. Instead of an individual country trying to control the balance of power, all countries members of this league would meet together in mutual cooperation.
Over 40 countries joined this league, and Russia wasn't permitted due to the fear of, you got it, communism. And Germany was not permitted because they were the cause of all of Europe's problems.
Lastly, the United States Senate voted against it, claiming they wanted no part of European arguments. And thus, a wave of isolationism swept across the country.
The impacts of all this, all the conditions necessary to create World War II, the UN is established, Cold War is going to kick in, and you could say all the way up to the War on Terror.
These decisions set in motion a series of events that made mutual cooperation even harder.
Not to mention that it does seem that we are forgetting these lessons today.
The US, parts of Europe, and Asia are becoming more and more isolationist, claiming they care not what happens in other countries so long as their country gets the most benefit.
But as Wilson thought, when you assign blame, you can create an enemy.
Peace without victory is the only way to move forward, with a hope for long-lasting peace. If the fight was to establish a new peace with limited gain, why not find a way to work together towards a common goal?
Wait, are you saying you don't want to play anymore?
No. I'm saying I'd rather play as your ally.
But then how am I going to win?
We just talked about this. What? I'm done. Bye.